My fellow Nerdicans, welcome back to another episode of That's So Nerdy. Today we have another gameplay video for you, and it's going to be Explosive Power Vegeta versus Ss3 Bardock, Reborn from Darkness. I actually filmed this video quite a while ago, so the result for it is going to be as much of a surprise to me as it is to you. Once again, I just got busy with work, so I wasn't able to edit and post this in a timely manner once recording, but luckily now that I have a couple videos backlogged, I don't really have to film as much as often as I did before, so things will be a little bit more consistent, I hope. Alright, so the dice roll came up. Tommy ends up going first. Or no, I end up going first, I believe. Yeah, I end up going first. And I didn't have a Tournament of Power arena or anything U7 that I could charge without energy exhaust. So I charged my 6-drop Goku there, the Instinct Surpass, but that's really not that big of a deal because Vegeta is very good at manipulating his energy. So first up, we got a Black Mass Saiyan Spirit Boost minion. Tommy's going to swing in with his leader that does have plus 5k and critical. Or no, it just got the 5k because it was all colors. So he combos with Broly. I take the life. I also took the life from the swing from the Spirit Boost minion. Now he ends his turn, and now it's my turn. But yeah, now I'm struggling because, boom, I finally see my Tournament of Power Arena, so now I don't have to worry about energy exhaust anymore. I proc the Arena's ability to look at the top three, place them back top, bottom, any order. Now I'm going to go ahead and swing at Tommy, get the 5k boost, and get the draw. Alright, so Tommy's charged here. He's having trouble seeing the cards that he wants to see, and I kind of am too. Now things are gonna go a little bit better for me because of the Tournament of Power. Sorry, I spaced out there for a second. So Tommy played Son Goku True Fighting Spirit, so now once per turn anytime I play a counter skill, I have to warp a card. But luckily he only has the one out there, so it's only once per turn. So it's not a huge deal. Especially when you're using it in a really clutch situation. And then he mills Time Agent Trunks, which allows him to play it for free from his drop area. And then I countered the attack with his leader with Chilled Army Reinforcements and warped the Emperor's Death Beam. And I was actually hoping that he'd play something else here. That way I could utilize the blocker skill of the Chilled Army token. But he didn't, so I didn't get to. And then right now, anyone who hasn't noticed yet, obviously, I'm running Invoker behind this Vegeta build. So boom, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta inspired technique. So now my Invoker is live. I'm searching the top three. Gonna place them back in any order, and I am at 4 life, so I do get to awaken here. I believe I awaken here. Yeah, I awaken here, and then restand 2 energy, and now I'm able to manipulate my energy as well as getting a 5k boost and a draw on swing. Because I do have 3 U7 cards in my energy, and then I use Emperor's Death Beam to minus 30k to a Spirit Boost minion, which is a little excessive because it's only a 4K, but it does give him access to Spirit Boost, which does in turn actually make his leader stronger once he actually has a unison on the board. So I just want to avoid that entirely. So that's what I was going for. All right, so now it is turn 3 for Tommy. He's going to do the burst. So he gets plus 5k and critical for the leader's ability. And then he's going to swing with his leader. I'm going to counter it with Sleepy Boy technique, which in my opinion is a really busted counterattack in Invoker. In any other build, it's actually really fair because it costs 3 to counter the attack, and then you get to draw 2 cards and then bounce a card back to hand. But an Invoker for one, being able to play that energy is just, it's busted. But it does take some setup, so it's not like you can use it from turn 1. So that is a little bit of balancing, but I still think it's busted in the Invoker build, honestly. Oh yeah, so with the Sleepy Boy technique, I return the Trunks to his hand. And then now it's my turn. He's going to go ahead and or I'm gonna charge and then 4 energy to play at all costs Vegeta. And I actually made a mistake here because I typically want to wait till I'm at 5 energy to play him, because he restands an energy and then you can take 2 life to your hand and he gains 5k for each energy that you have and triple attack or triple strike. So he becomes a huge swing once you have the energy available. All right, so he combos out of my first attack, my 20k swing with my lead, and I swing for 20k with at all cost Vegeta, and then he combos that again. And I pass turn, and he draws. So going into turn 4, this is actually like a really slow go for the Ss3 Bardock. Ss3 Bardock typically wants to go pretty quickly. All right, so he plays his unison out by milling it, and then he tries to play the Supreme Kai of Time out by milling it because that's its ability, but I counterplayed it with Final Heat Phalanx, which, for those who don't know, it bottom decks the card being played if it has an energy cost of, I believe, 6 or less. And then you also get to give your leader 5k for the turn, but I always forget to do that part. It's kind of like a Sensu Bean, except better. Well, not, I wouldn't say better. It's just as balanced because you don't get to restand energy, but you do get to counterplay something. So it's really good. I have since taken that card out and replaced it with Royal Condemnation, but every once in a while I'll slip the Final Heat Phalanx back in just for a little unexpected spice. The main reason I wasn't running Royal Condemnation in this video, though, is because I didn't have it at the time. So now I baby hatch his attack because he swung with his critical lead swing. So I just don't want to deal with any more attacks. I want to continue to get further along in the game. So now Tommy is going to go ahead and Spirit Boost. I get up to help my kids with something really quick, but he's explaining what he's doing. So he's Spirit Boosting in order to discard him and try and play him out. I can let him play out, or I can bottom deck one of my life, so I just let him play out because I'm really not that worried about it. I have a lot of defense going on, and I'm really not scared of his capability at this point in time. And I actually demonstrate that right here, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I am at 5 energy now. I believe now I proc my Vegeta's ability. No, okay, so I'm going to swing with lead first. So swing for 20k, draw a card. I don't do the energy thing. And he decides to take that life. And then I swing with 40k. He decides to counter that with Aid. So he gets to bring a skillless back from his drop area to his hand. And then this is where I take the 2 life to hand to proc Vegeta's ability and swing for 35k. Oh, it's not 5. Excuse me, I said 5k earlier. It only gets 3k per energy. So it initially has 20k, gets an additional 15 for having 5 energy. But anyway, he counters out of that, takes another skillless back to his hand. And then I think this is where I end my turn. I might summon something. No, I think this is where I end my turn. I think I leave myself completely open energy. Yep, I ended my turn. He places energy. Now it's just kind of assessing the board state, seeing what's going on. But yeah, in the beginning of this match, I thought that this Invoker deck was going to do a lot worse against the Bardock deck because Bardock can be so aggro, but luckily for me, he didn't get a lot of the really aggro pieces early on, so I was able to just kind of protect myself. And then once I got my Invoker established and my board established, I was not worried about defense. I had plenty of counter plays, plenty of counter attacks. I was really not worried about what he had planned to come at me with. I think after like turn 3, I was really not worried. Chilled armor reinforcements. Yeah, I'm even paying energy for things that I don't like normally need to pay energy for. Simply because I have the energy available, because in this Invoker build you don't really play a lot of cards, but the ones you do are really effective. Alright, so I countered and then demagicked. So counter. And now I'm waiting for him to do what he's going to do. Oh, here he tries to, this is actually a little bit of a misplay. He tries to summon the red Broly, but he's missing, I believe, blue. So he actually isn't able to do it. So he puts everything back, the energy, the marker, all that stuff, puts everything back in his drop. Because yeah, like I said, he actually isn't able to summon that Broly. And then as you read, my house phone was ringing. It was my fiance. I had to see what you wanted. All right, so now Tommy has ended his turn. I'm restanding everything. Play Whis down as energy. And now I have 6 energy. And I use my World Tournaments ability. Throw everything back on top. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I go for game on this turn. I could be mistaken about that. All right, so I manipulate my energy, bring the 6 drop back. Yeah, I believe this is the turn I go for game. So bring the 6 drop back, swing for another 20 with Vegeta. Counters that one. Took the damage from the first attack, countered the second. Now I'm going to swing with 40 with Hachiak. And he combos up to 45. And then I swapped out that Child's Army Reinforcements for just a token card that I forgot to do earlier. Didn't realize until now. So I play out that 6-drop Goku. I get to send 3 of my energy to my drop area and then bring 3 cards from my drop area, place them in my energy. So I just do the same 3. And then swing, and then that ends game because he can't combo up. It's gonna deal extra damage. But if you like what you saw, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought and stay